Well, thank you very much. It's what an amazing event, and I just want to tell you, I lived in Casper in the summer of 1985. I worked at the district attorney's office as a legal intern, meaning I knew how to run that copier machine. I was really quite good at it. But when I was living here, I knew then the special place that Casper was. But as I see it now, and all of you see it now that have been here a long time, you just have to be extremely proud of what you see. Not only the structure itself and the facility and how it's going to be used, and by the way, I'm going to be back here tomorrow for a proclamation right here in this very spot about the eclipse, but more importantly, I think it is another confirmation that this community that's sort of in the middle of the state, when it needs something done, it gets it done. You know, some of our border towns, they go outside occasionally, but Casper does it themselves. And I think that's such an incredible thing. And I know, I see Speaker Harshman here, and we were talking yesterday, you know, what should Wyoming be known for? Family, fun, and business. This facility touches on all. It helps all. It promotes all. That's a wonderful thing. And if Brian Scott was here right now, the first thing he would say is, Matt, please put on a hat. You're blinding us with your baldness. After he got through saying that, I think he would be so incredibly proud. And I just want to take a minute to talk about Brian. He was a friend of mine. We had occasion to hunt together, spend time together. But while this takes a lot of people, and it takes money and partnerships, it also takes somebody with great spirit. And Brian had great spirit. And to Tracy, to you and your family, I just think it's a wonderful, wonderful thing and tribute to your friend and my friend and a friend to the Casper community and all of Wyoming. So Casper, be proud, not only the facility, but the wonderful people you have that make things happen. It makes me very proud to say, again, I am governor of the greatest state in the nation. Thank you very much.
I now declare David Street Station open for business.
You know, this has been probably 4, 5, 6 years of planning, to the point as far back as when we actually toured Rapid City's space like this. I wasn't a believer until I toured that space, and now I can come here today and see something that is the most awe-inspiring, beautiful park I've ever seen in Casper. And it happened because a lot of people loved our community, supported the project, and had a vision that some of us didn't necessarily have. And when times got really hard and I wanted to give up and there wasn't the money and city resources, this group kept going. They never stopped, they never doubted it, and look what we have today. And it's the perfect place, perfect stage to honor somebody who was such a gift to our community, Brian Scott. It's truly the perfect thing for our community at this point.
Brian Scott, Gamroth, lived only a few blocks from here. He loved downtown and the many hours of hard work on his downtown loft gave his family a marvelous place to live and entertain. And with so many projects, as you've heard and as you know, he was an integral part of David Street Station. When they were coming up with names, it was Brian who said, wait, who was this David? Let's make sure he wasn't a bank robber or a horse thief. Brian, as most of you know, was the point person for the fundraising. And when things got a little sparse, our CEO, Kevin Hawley, would naturally ask, how are we doing? And Brian would reply, don't worry. Casper always finds a way. I would like to read to you the wording on the plaque, and you can unveil that plaque, Brandon, if you want to do that. Oh, that's fine. The plaque reads as follows. Brian was an award-winning radio personality who for 23 years woke up Wyoming as the host of K2 Radio's morning show. Much of his time on the air was dedicated to supporting local business owners and bringing awareness to community events. He also lent his talents and volunteered his time to MC hundreds of fundraisers for charities and nonprofits all across the state. David Street Station was one vision among many that Brian worked tirelessly on, helping transform it into a reality. Unfortunately, he passed before seeing its completion. This stage signifies the dedication Brian had not only to this project, but to his family, friends, community, and state. This stage shall also serve as a platform for future generations to uphold his legacy by bringing together the state's citizens and creating change for the common good. And so it is, we find ourselves right here on the Brian Scott Gamroth Community Stage. Go ahead.
It'll be 1 year next month, actually, believe it or not. September 18th was the day of the accident. And over the course of this past year, we've heard countless stories from the citizens of Casper, but also the state, about how generous and friendly our father was and husband, how warm his hugs were, and how he was able to brighten up any room that he walked into. This has been a tremendous source of strength and inspiration for our family, and we would like to first thank each and every single person for all they have said and done during that time. It's been incredibly helpful, and we appreciate it very much.